going to take a couple of short questions from the audience. The first is, how can I approach my parents about depression and other mental health issues? I feel like the stigma is very dangerous. Yeah. The question again is, how can I approach my parents about depression and other mental health issues?
So mental health, as I mentioned, a lot of times people have stigma about, but we think of mental health as any other challenge that we face in life. If you had high blood pressure, if you had cancer, if you had something else, you wouldn't hesitate to go to your parents or anybody else and ask for help. Mental health, I think, from a community perspective, sometimes we have put stigma on it, and there really should not be. I would encourage you to talk to your parents about the mental health challenges. Use resources. Sometimes it's easier to use resources and say, hey, I'm not the only one, and here are the different things we can do about it, because sometimes if you're approaching a problem and you don't know what to do about it, then people get afraid. It's like, what am I going to do about it? This is something out of my control. Whereas if you come to the table and say, yeah, okay, I have these challenges, or I think I have these challenges, I'm not really sure, and look at all of these statistics, it seems I'm not the only one. This is pretty common out there. So I'm not the only one here. And look, there are possible solutions that are available. Can we explore some of these? So now you've come to your parents and explain, one, I'm not a pariah, I'm not a loner out there. There's many other people who have this. It's a normal thing. It is part of human nature that we have mental health challenges. It is an Islamic thing. It's not something out there. And guess what? There are solutions for a lot of these things. And so use those tools. And so, as I was rattling off all of these different guides and toolkits, et cetera, that FIA has, one of the uses that people have found most useful from this, it enables them to go and have these conversations. Right? Some of the posters that FIA had, some of the masjids have put them in the hallways, simply because they want people to have conversations that, young people are having these challenges, other people are having these challenges. We want people to start talking about this and normalize the fact that this is not abnormal. This is normal that we all face different types of challenges. And so now the conversation becomes, if we acknowledge that we have these challenges, what do we do about them? And then again, go through some of the solutions that we have online. If it gets serious enough, find a counselor, find a therapist. Again, find an appropriate counselor, find an appropriate therapist for your specific case. But definitely do not keep it in. If it's difficult to talk to your parents about it, talk to somebody else. Talk to another elder, another community elder that you trust. And again, go through the same process and say, hey, I need some help. Guide me here, help me with it. And then inshallah, that community elder can approach your parents as well. But one way or the other, work on it, because the Prophet ﷺ said for every disease there is a cure. So this is, if you're thinking about it, there are cures for this. We just have to approach it that way and utilize them, inshallah.
So the session actually ended about 2 minutes ago. We still have all of your questions.